Theory limitations. As existentialism theory perspective would be hard to apply to Solange's African cultural background, African cultural traditions, and other non-industrialized societies are part of a collectivism society, which is shared cultural history that's emphasized in family obligations, or where the family unit is first before self. The self or individualism society, which is focused on self-development and leisure during emerging adulthood. This way of life is common in industrialized societies like the United States and other Western cultures. Her cultural background heavily influenced her upbringing as a young adult. She grew up in a collectivistic society where the father was the head of the family and the main provider. As a young adult, Solange looked to her husband to lead the family, but realized her husband was not supportive in her career aspirations. As she got older, Solange learned to rely on herself. She may have experienced a clash of her own self-identity. There is limitation here because she is part of two societies, collectivism and individualism. Each society has different perspectives on life, which influences the individual. Despite being the firstborn of her parents, who were unmarried at the time, everything she did, the decisions she made in her life, affected her family's reputation in their social class and in their community. Because she lived her life based on her family values and some cultural traditions, Solange was highly motivated to do well in her life by marching to the beat of her own drum. She wanted to prove to her father, who had a low viewpoint of his daughter, that she can be successful with anything she set her mind on. Solange did not desire to be a traditional stay-at-home mother. She believed in being independent and having a career to have a good life for her and her children. Her circumstances as a young single mother forced her to be independent. Greater social society may help individuals cope with stressful events and assisting them in reconceptualizing the event, which in turn decreases the likelihood of developing stress-related psychopathology. Following a person-centered approach for intervention would be the best method to use. The social worker would focus on continuing to build and maintain her independence or self-efficacy, as well as the things in life that will give her joy and happiness. The social worker could go over with Solange what her views are about the world and what life means to them. If she struggles to define what life means to her, the social worker could support them in figuring out what it may look like. There might be some limitation here because a person's outlook on life can be different from someone else's and different from society in general. The social worker can build with Solange an environment that is positive, safe, and calm. They can also help promote their best self to live a good life. Solange inspired her kids to work hard and taught them how to value one's self-worth. Because she experienced a lot of oppression in her life from her father, husband, and society, it was important to teach her kids that the sky is the limit, regardless of their circumstances. And this concludes the end of my presentation. Thank you.